Hi guys, today I wanted to share some tips on pregnancy with you. I am a mom of a 4-year-old and I am currently expecting my second one. So over the course of these two pregnancies, I have picked up few tips which have really helped me in navigating the two pregnancies more easily. Also shortly I will be uploading a video on tips for pregnant working women having desk job for longish hours. I will link that down below in case you want to check that out. So let's start with the tips. My first tip is, if you're facing morning sickness, then try having something like glucose biscuit first thing in the morning. You can place it at your bedside table at night and you can have it first thing in the morning before you get out of the bed, before you brush, before you do anything instead. This trick was suggested to me by my gynecologist and it really helped in subduing the morning sickness. A lot of women suffer from iron deficiency. So my second tip is to have a daily glass of lemon water with some honey mixed in it during pregnancy. Lemon is very high in vitamin C, which greatly helps in absorption of iron in the body, which is much required during pregnancy. Also, honey is an excellent source of iron in itself. My third tip is to have chas or buttermilk in everyday diet. Chas is nothing but curd mixed with some roasted cumin powder, little black pepper, some pink Himalayan salt and water. Not only is it very refreshing and cooling, it tremendously helps in preventing the symptom of heartburn, muscle pull and leg cramps which may happen during pregnancy. It also helps our body in meeting with the increased requirement of calcium. I came across this gem of a tip in the book of Rujita Divekar's pregnancy notes. My fourth tip is to start using oil or belly butter, whichever form of moisturizer you prefer, as early in the pregnancy as possible, and to also continue using it during the postpartum period. Also, as our skin stretches during pregnancy, it can itch sometimes and it is very essential to not itch with the help of moisturizer or oil because it can also contribute in stretch marks later on. I have also made a more detailed video on preventing stretch marks during pregnancy, which I will link down below in case you want to check it out. My fifth tip is, pillows are your best friend. As our pregnancy progresses and the body becomes heavier, it becomes really uncomfortable to even lay down on the bed. It is generally recommended that we sleep on the side, especially on the left side if possible. While laying down, apart from the usual headrest pillow, the trick is to have one pillow under your belly on the side for belly support, one pillow between your knees to make you feel more comfortable, and one pillow below the feet to keep them elevated, which also helps in preventing water retention and swelling in the feet. You can also have a pillow for back support, which will take stress off your lower back. Alternatively, you can just use a pregnancy pillow. The only thing with pregnancy pillow is it is too bulky and takes up a lot of space on the bed, and also post pregnancy there is not much use for it. I used a pregnancy pillow during my first pregnancy and it was a godsend, but I no more have an option of using a pregnancy pillow because my toddler would not allow a giant pillow to take his space. But the pillow combination has been working just fine for me. So it totally depends on your choice and preference, but do rely on pillow for some much needed comfort. My next tip is to keep a perineal cream handy. Now, hemorrhoids are a relatively common occurrence during pregnancy and it is something which is much rather prevented than cured, and it is very easy to avoid it by just using the perineal cream whenever you feel it is required during the course of pregnancy as well as during the postpartum period. My next tip is, if you are at a stage of pregnancy where your clothes have become too snug and uncomfortable but maternity clothes are too baggy for you right now, then there are a lot of economical and easy DIY options which you can implement. For example, you can easily use a hair tie to increase the waist length of your jeans. Also, you get these bra extenders at very cheap prices which can be used in the interim before there is an absolute need to purchase new garments. Lastly and most importantly, I would like to suggest some resources which I found to be really helpful during pregnancy. Although a very heavy read, What to Expect When You're Expecting is a must-have book during pregnancy. There is no topic which this book does not cover. It gives a detailed monthly analysis, has a lot of important articles, and it also covers postpartum period with some tips for fathers as well. Whether you want to read it cover to cover or you want to have it for reference purpose only, having this book would really be helpful during pregnancy. Another book which I really liked a lot was Pregnancy Notes by Ruchita Divekar. It is quite a light read and it gives trimester-wise recommendations on eating habits. I would also recommend downloading a pregnancy app on your mobile. I really like Baby Center app a lot. It gives weekly analysis of your child's development, the changes in your body, and it also links a lot of helpful articles and tools. So these were my tips. Please do like and subscribe if you found the video helpful, and I would see you in my next one. Bye.